What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
Greg Popovich. Pop. One of the greatest coaches in not just NBA history, but sports history as a whole. Greg Popovich, I personally think it just might be time for you to retire. I understand. Who the hell am I to say that to Popovich about retiring? I don't walk in his shoes. I don't live his life. I don't know all the things that, satisfy him and make him happy and vice versa. I don't know Pop personally, but I don't know any of the people personally that I like to get up here and rant about. But Pop especially, if there are things you really want to do that you have not had a chance to do and you are able to do them, go do them while you can. I know you love the game. I know you love coaching. I know how hard it is to break the habit and desire to go into that job that you have been so accustomed to and accepting challenges head on, but at some point, you have to let it go. And I don't want you to let it go because of health or some other unforeseen thing that might put you out the game. Why the hell is Pop still even coaching? Some might ask. Let's look at it. Greg Popovich is currently 75 years old and by far and away the oldest coach to ever coach NBA basketball. And truth be told, he actually hit that milestone, hit that record of oldest coach years ago, back when he turned 72 years old. Greg Popovich has nothing left to prove to anybody. And I don't see anyone running around here saying he could never win a title without Tim Duncan. And not that he should listen or feel the need to shut those naysayers up. Nobody really out here putting a magnifying glass on how bad to mediocre the Spurs have been post the Duncan era. Greg Popovich, Coach Pop, is arguably the greatest NBA coach of all time, for some. And I would reckon 100% of fans, love him or hate him, would say that Pop is one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time. Easily top 3. If you look at the graphic here, he is 3rd all time in championships won by coaches with 5. 5 championships. Trailing only Phil Jackson's 11 and Coach Red Auerbach's 9. As of me recording this video, Pop has coached the 3rd most amount of games with 2,187 and has the most wins of any head coach in NBA history with 1,378. The most winningest coach in NBA history by logic of total accumulated victories. 27 seasons as the head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-time NBA Coach of the Year at that, folks. Just of last year, 2023, Pop signed a 5-year extension, keeping him with the Spurs through the 2027-2028 NBA season. So, while I am making this video, it does not seem like Coach Pop is going to be retiring anytime soon. Let's just call it what it is. Here is what I personally believe to be true. Though, obviously, I don't have any proof, but it just makes the most sense to me. In the year 2018, Greg Popovich's beautiful wife, Erin Popovich, passed away. May she rest in peace. I do believe, had his wife still been alive, he may have retired already. Possibly. Possibly, he would have had more incentive to retire so that he and his wife can spend more time together in the last couple of decades of their lives. It is hard to strike the balance of having a family while being part of a pro-traveling sports club. Very hard to do. So many players and coaches retire with the mindset that the next chapter of their life is dedicated to the family, bar none. With the tragic passing of his wife, it is understandable why he would lean even harder into coaching to help him cope and move on. Coaching basketball, I'm sure, is the thing Pop loves more than anything outside of his wife and children. And while the kids are obviously grown and have lives of their own, assuming as much, not having his wife anymore, I believe, made it easier for him to stick his feet deeper in the mud with NBA coaching. Now, if after her passing, if Pops had any thoughts of retiring after his wife passed away, those were evaporated and wiped away with the drafting of Victor Wembanyama. If Pop ever needed a reason to say, I will keep plucking away at this thing, it's Wemby falling right into his lap. The opportunity to coach the greatest draft prospect in NBA history, a 7'4", 7'5" freak of nature, unlike anything we have seen in the NBA with all his skills and length, a potential GOAT candidate, a player with potential GOAT candidacy stamped all over him, potential. Pop was not going to let that pass up and see to it that he is the guy that coaches this young man. Of course, just a few weeks after the draft and everything was finalized with Victor Wembanyama, Greg Popovich signs that extension. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. I believe Wemby was the huge heap of icing on the cake to keep Pop in the game. Notice I just didn't say the icing on a cake because usually that's something smaller, but Wemby is a big heap of icing, right? And that's all well and good. That's just my opinion, though. It's just my opinion and what I feel seems to be the case in how things happen with Greg Popovich and his decision-making. But Pop, he has nothing left to prove to anyone, only to himself. And maybe he feels like he still has unfinished business in the world of coaching. But Pop, I'm talking to you, Pop, if you're watching this video. If anybody knows Pop, send this video to him. Make sure he listens. All I can say is go out when you feel the time is right. And still do everything you want to do in life with the time you have left. Your legacy is cemented and safe here in the halls of NBA history. I hope you stay healthy through this contract and for the remainder of your life, to be honest. And after that, you can hang up your coat in the closet and have a jersey hanging in the rafters, Pop. Salute to one of the greatest coaches to ever do it. And I wish you the best of luck and the rest of your NBA career. And enjoy your life, my guy. Still plenty of years and plenty of living to do. Anyway, let me know what you think about it down in the comment section, folks. What's your opinion? Do you think I nailed that head on? Do you think there are some other reasons contributing to Pop's decision to stay? Or do you believe that he never contemplated retiring? Or do you believe he shouldn't retire? Let me know what you think about it. We out, baby.